ATF for the family. Hell as you saying, I am the man, I go super saiyan when I'm on the beat. Piles of sand, buckets and pans, I get to the bands when I'm in the streets. Wear hands on feet, unique. My stick a new technique. Don't fuck with internet beef. Bitches me and I beef. Hell as you saying, I am the man, I go super saiyan.
Good afternoon, this is Herbsurdity Podcast, El Segundo. They call me Herb. With me to my left is my co-host.
Just Alex, what's up, y'all?
This is the Herbsurdity Podcast, and today we have here OG Illa, Richmond Renegade OG Illa.
Yes, sir. The Richmond Renegade, yes.
Now, so for those who don't know, been doing music since 2018, right?
No, I've been doing music since 2008.
Woo! Wow. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to start off a little differently because I didn't already realize I'm not even as deep into the catalog as I need to be. Let's get your origin story out the way.
Okay.
That's where did OG Illa start from?
All right, so I actually went to college on a soccer scholarship. I went to VCU on a soccer scholarship. And my freshman year, I got a really, really bad upper respiratory infection. So I lost my scholarship because I couldn't play anymore. And in that moment, in that time period, I had like a basically like a gaping hole in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'd done soccer since I was 10, and then I got really serious in high school, and that was like my projected life. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's all I wanted to do. All I was like preparing for. In that time period, I was always a kid that rapped on the bus. Loved hip hop. Part of the culture and everything, but. In that time period, I had to find something new for me, you know what I'm saying, a new destination, and that's kind of when I found rap, you know what I'm saying, so, or hip-hop in general, so, that's kind of like where I started, you know what I'm saying, from there to where we are now is a whole bunch of shit, I recorded music, I wrote for others, dibbled and dabbled in producing, I actually ran a nightclub for a couple years where I did, tons of booking. I booked everybody from like Lil B, Ace Hood, Action Bronson, Hobson, Funk Volume, all of them. Big Crit, Currency.
Wow,
okay.
The
So,
catalog just keep getting better. That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's when I learned a lot about the music business, aspect of it, and shout out to my partners at the time for that, who introduced me to that facet of the life, and. So, along that journey, the reason you only have my catalog down to 2018 is because that's when I felt like it got serious for me. Like,
Okay.
I had to develop my sound. I made a bunch of shitty ass music into that point. You know what I'm saying? But
We know them, doesn't it?
yeah. So but it was about I was so illa at the beginning. That's how I started. And then I made an album called Marijuana Made. And I let my old head listen to it, my OG. And he said, after hearing it, he was like, yo, you're not so illa anymore. You're OG illa. And that's kind of where that transformation came as an artist and a brand, but more like inside, I'm like, okay, I'm getting to where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, yeah. And then we followed that with the Zone album, and then we got to Illegal, which is, where my catalog starts, publicly. You know what I'm saying? So right now, yeah.
Yeah, that was so you're the first guest that like neither one of us knew previously at all.
Yeah.
Right? And we like the more popular we get, the more we have people reach out to us. Your management team reached out to us.
Yeah.
And I immediately was like, you know what? I've never had anybody's management team contact me before. Regardless of the circumstance or situation, I said I gotta give it a shot.
Yeah.
And I always say, like, if I can't vibe with somebody, I can't let them on the show.
Yeah.
And so I started saying, all right, contact the management team, say, yeah, we'll accept them on the show, we'll book a date. And before we booked the date, everybody came back to me and said, you listen to his music yet? I'm like, no, not yet.
Yeah.
Right? There's always a chance I could just be like, I never book it for like another 10 years. I don't know. Right? So I never gave a date, right?
I understand that, yeah.
And then I was like, you know what, let me finally sit down and listen to something. And I gave it one of those moments where I said, first track don't catch me, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to change my mind.
Yeah.
And I just went real simple. I went brand new, like latest thing.
Yeah.
Right. I said, when we see me hit the most evolve is first track, Contraband, Cujo. Right. And so I heard it, and I was like, you know what?
You literally listened to probably one of my most controversial tracks.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it too. I love it too. Yeah.
I mean, this is his whole brand. His name is Herbsurdity. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you listened to that one on because that's a good one to start with. Yeah.
Yeah, that made me feel it made me feel like hype, you know what I'm saying? I was drinking, you know what I'm saying? I started getting my eyebrows pumping up. I said, yeah. This is,
yeah.
I said I'm gonna book a finalized date, you know, let Alex know what was up, and then here we are.
Yeah.
Now. So I'm glad it happened that way. I appreciated it, and then
I love it when it's organic like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have because you could have easily been like, all right, yeah, he's doing things. There's something hop on, regardless of how you felt. You know what I'm saying? So when it actually touches you and like brings you in on an actual level, that's pretty dope. So shout out y'all.
Yeah. I even had to ask around too. So I was like, all right, somebody has been doing it this long. Like somebody had to heard of him, right?
Yeah.
David Franklin, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I believe that.
So David Franklin come to me last night. No, 2 nights ago, and he's like, "No, was it? No, I'm sorry. It was last night."
Okay.
He had a new song that he wanted to show me, and he was like, "Yeah, man, check out what I did on Rap Chat." And I don't know if anybody ever heard of Rap Chat, but it's an app that they just have beats listed. People submit beats, and then other people just rap over top of them, give them to each other. They have virtual concerts and whatnot.
So it's like a community?
Yeah,
That's fire.
Yeah, it's kind of like Anchor, but if you just want to rap. And it's people share songs with one another. It's like if SoundCloud were more social.
Oh, okay.
Like on the social aspect, and they have contests and competitions. Like people make bread off of it sometimes. Like it's a nice little group.
Okay.
So he's showing me his new Rap Chat song he made, and I was like, yeah, I got a guy from Richmond named OG Illa coming on the show, and he was just like, oh, that's what's up. And I was like, oh, so you heard of him? He says like, well, I've been in Richmond for a long time. So I was like, all right, cool. That means there is notoriety, which gives me notification to say the streets want it now. So I said, I gotta go through with it all the way.
That's fire.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about the whole scenario, honestly.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm glad that it all lined up like that. Yeah. Because we were talking before we got on here. He was like, how did y'all meet? And I was like, we actually haven't met. You know what I'm saying? My management was on Clubhouse. I don't know. It might have been one or both of y'all were on the Clubhouse app at the time or talking or something like that. I don't know how exactly she reached out to you. But she always lets me know, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is a podcast. We want to, get you on or, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So that's pretty dope. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to her. Can we get her name so we say thank you to
Well,
her?
she's not a part of the team anymore. So yeah,
okay.
It's good though. She went to college and graduated with her own degree in app development and stuff like that. So she's she's moving to different pastures. So she's doing good, big things. Yeah.
Okay, but shout out to her though.
Yeah, shout out to her. Absolutely. Yeah, she helped me. And it's a bitter thing to be like to lose a strong member. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point of all of us doing this is to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that she's elevating, and even if it's not with me, it's still dope. You know what I'm saying?
It's all love.
Yeah, she helped me elevate a lot while we were doing this. So you know what I'm saying? It's only right to just support that. Yeah.
What would you say your influences are?
Musically?
Yeah.
Man, like right now or just like all time?
All time.
Wayne, obviously, he's my favorite rapper of all time.
Yeah.
Kanye, Drake. I mean, you can't be a white rapper. Can't be a white rapper without being influenced by M. You know what I'm saying? Usher, Whitney Houston. Those are like my favorite artists. Outside of rap. Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
like I mean, it's like that's a question. Like now I'm thinking, I'm like, who isn't? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like who isn't? Like, I'm influenced on what you do. And then like personally, part of my label, there's Youth and Prop. They inspire me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because Youth is just so like he's one of those people like when he touches something, it's always good. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go learn how to edit videos. Now he's fucking amazing at color grading and you know what I'm saying? And like all all this shit. Like damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like so yeah. It's a lot of dope inspirations. Just because man, it's like. If you try to box yourself in too much, like, oh, I only listen to rap, it's like, well, okay.
You miss out on so much.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know, I love country music. I love, you know.
Can't agree with country, but I know what you mean.
You've heard "Don't Take the Girl" by Tim McGraw, and you can say you don't like country music?
I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, okay. Concrete Angel. Like, oh, man, these are some amazing-ass songs, man. But, yeah, man, I'm just inspired by it all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's different aspects to everything that I really like. But, yeah, that's a loaded question. Oh,
you know, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no good way to answer. I mean, it's all right, but we got to know where your mind's at.
Absolutely.
One day somebody gonna come in the studio and tell me I am the inspiration. I'm gonna be like, all right, we gotta get this guy out of here.
Actually, I know who that person is. He ain't there yet, though.
Oh man, yeah, you right.
He's already been on the show too.
You right. To call that man out. Hey, but for those who don't know, go ahead and listen to Live from the Swamp Volume 1 out now.
But all right, so I didn't want to get into it this early, but you brought his name up, and we do it when we have a rapper on here every time. We don't even do it when we have a rapper.
Sometimes it's random, yeah.
But Drake.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. The greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. And that's really hard for me to say because I'm a Weezy stan. Like, I'm a Lil Wayne stan. But, yeah, Drake's the greatest, man, of all time.
Go ahead.
We actually just addressed this on my podcast as well this past week. Like,
shout your podcast out right quick.
Yeah.
Hooligan
go
TV.
ahead,
Hooligan TV. Hooligan TV. Yeah.
Now spell it for him though.
HLGN-TV on YouTube. It's only on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all know. Some of y'all can't see the visuals and see my man's hat, but you know what I'm saying? It is a particular spelling. Please don't miss.
Oh yeah, I've been called High Life. I don't know how they get that.
That's what I thought it was. I can't read.
What?
Yeah. I ain't got my glasses.
Okay.
The funniest one was Halogen Life. That's
wild.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I can see it.
I can see it too. When they told me, I was like, that made more sense to me than High Life. But I was just like, yo, people will think of anything before they think of hooligan. Yeah. Like literally, yeah. So
they just won't ask either.
Yeah.
No, I had to make sure I asked. I said, I don't mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard the hooligan drop in a couple songs, and I was like, okay, now I'm hearing it and I see it, but I could be wrong, and I don't want to make assumptions.
Yeah,
I don't want like a jerk.
Nah,
you know what I mean,
it's all good. So let's get back to this Drake debate.
Oh yeah. It ain't
not even that is a
debate.
debate. You know, you can't debate the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying I can, man. It ain't even a real debate. It's more so just a stance that I can't remove from myself. So the thing is, right? Musically, people make that argument, but I'd never just be pumping Drake albums back to back, right? So there's that. But his best body of work to me was always Take Care, and it's not his body of work. I don't know what his culture is because he can't stop taking it from others, right? So I don't know where he stands. Now, I said before I had a hard time removing the artist from the art. That's true. I said I got a hard time with it. And as a person, I just don't feel like I would like him in real life.
See, that's crazy. I feel like he's all right, so I think my stance on music and just culture in general, maybe it's because I'm white, you know what I'm saying, that I have this stance, but like I feel like all this claiming culture for, you know, this is ours. I don't feel like that's like, not that you shouldn't be proud of your culture and like how it started and where it originated. I'm not saying that, but like once you put something out in the universe, it's everybody's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a difference between like, we'll use Drake for example, like making a Jamaican track. Like if I made it, okay, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you know,
might have good intentions.
Yeah. I might love the music, you know, like shit. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants to hear me want that boy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, with Drake, you know, he does his due diligence and like. Drake actually goes to Jamaica and talks to the bosses there, the OGs, the originators, the creators, the people who like actually live the lifestyle and develops a true relationship with them. Even when he goes and does the European drill type style. He goes there and taps in with the culture, and that's something that's far supersedes like a lot of these artists who will just hop on a hot track through an email. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And you gotta have to have some type of respect for that. And then I think a lot of people have the culture in Toronto, like a misconception of what it is up there. Because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know there was hoods in Toronto. Like imagine, just think of like a Canadian hood. Like what exactly are they doing up there? Selling hockey pucks? You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's grimy, but it's super clean at the same time.
Yeah.
There's no litter in Toronto. I don't know if people know that.
That's crazy.
It's the cleanest city in the world.
You can be a polite thug.
No,
Yeah.
you can be.
You should be you should be an environmentally aware thug. Like, you know what I'm saying?
facts.
Like
It's facts, bro.
you're like nobody wants the crack house to be all, you know, caked up. You know what I'm saying? You
That's
want
what it
to
is.
have it spotless.
You pick up your shells anyway. So like,
Yeah.
There's black forces that are recycled, and I really want to see somebody wear them.
I would wear those. I know ain't nobody seen me in anything but boots in years, but like I would buy those.
You would wear recycled black Air Forces?
Yeah, 100%.
But are you prepared to fight though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, because the only things I had on before I wore work boots 24/7
Yeah.
Yeah.
was black
Air-
forces,
Oh,
bro. That
okay.
was,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
it.
You have to. I think this could. The society has deemed you a criminal immediately when you put on black forces. So you just got to kind of rock with it.
It's facts. That's why I stopped wearing them.
Like leather gloves in your pocket for no reason.
I do. I have them in my coat pocket right now,
Just there. I don't even.
in the suede joints. Got the suede joints.
And the suede joints. Keep it classy. So with Drake, you know what I'm saying? I get some of the. I do get some of the arguments. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta. All right. So let's go a step further. And this goes to almost any artist ever. The only one maybe an exception is Michael Jackson himself. You know what I'm saying? Who has had a run like his with the quality that he has and the quantity that he has. Because you can't say that. You can't even say that about some multi-millionaire, $1 million businesses, $1 billion businesses.
Man.
I would say also Prince. I put Prince in there.
Okay, yeah. Prince
'cause
is a good candidate for that
He
combo.
got close to Michael Jackson. Now, as far as anybody else after that, as far as in the world of hip hop, the only
Kanye
other,
had a shot.
Kanye had a shot. Wayne had a run.
Wayne did have.
M had a run.
and the problem with Wayne was that like he had a glass ceiling he could not break, and that's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Because having Birdman stop you if you ever try to get too big is an issue.
Yeah.
And like Drake kind of found a loophole around it. So like he's like, all right, yeah. And you know what? And I will say this because I always said that I can respect Drake's business acumen.
Yeah.
I think he is a good businessman for
I mean,
sure.
he can turn any L into like a bigger W.
He can.
Yeah.
And it's like the fact that he had to pay Birdman all that money, and had Birdman siphon all that money, but still found a way to be as successful as he is, lets me understand just how much bigger he could have been if he didn't have that holdback.
Yeah.
And I do respect his ability to succeed.
Yeah, we're talking about an artist like Drake who only receives 11% of his royalties.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and still is able to, supersede basically anybody in the music industry. That's fucking crazy. So again, like you said, if we're talking about, say he even gets 20%, 30%, of his royalties, what are we talking about then? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
it's almost like he was forced to be bigger because if he wanted to see a paycheck.
Yeah. I mean, that's a discussion that goes past what we're talking about, but like that's the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, the standard contract is 80-20.
Jay-Z almost had to kill somebody to get his masters back.
Yeah.
Prince almost, like, by the time Prince got his masters back, people tried to kill him so he couldn't get his masters back. Like, it was an assassination attempt against him.
Michael Jackson as well. He almost bought Sony. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Insane.
how big do you become where you buy half the company that like
just so you can get your own material back.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy.
everybody else's too.
Yeah,
Max.
yeah. Michael Jackson. We talked about that exact thing. His flex is bigger than anybody else. Like Paul McCartney and him have beef. Okay, fam, go buy your masters.
Yep.
Eminem goes talk shit about him on the track. That's cool, bro. You're the biggest thing in the world. I'm about him masters. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of flex, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You talk shit, I still get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Like,
Exactly. So, but yeah, I mean, because with me too, I'm a true MC to the heart. I've never let people write rhymes for me or nothing like that. And though it's speculation, there's no real proof that anybody's ever written for Drake. There's lots of rumors. but it's almost to the point where it's like, so? Like,
I mean, depends on how you view Kanye too, because Kanye had writers.
Yeah,
and
Kanye has known writers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Kanye also acknowledged that his pen ain't strong.
True.
That the issue with me and people writing for others is a transparency thing, right? So like, I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with people not giving credit where credit is due. That's my biggest issue. So if somebody helps you achieve the goals you wanted to achieve and you refuse to acknowledge that person, you're a shitty person. And I don't really cuss on the show, and that's a strong issue for me. I don't like leaving people in the dust. So it's one thing I always said about, like, when I started this podcast. I'm not super big now, right? I'm not out here making millions of dollars on YouTube like some people. But if I ever get to that point, I'm not forgetting anybody that was here
during the development stages.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like everybody gets the same love.
But you got to
shout out every single person involved all the time.
But you still got to put it in perspective, right? So like, say that does happen. Say tomorrow, you're in 6 months or a year, y'all's podcast is the hottest fucking podcast in the world, right? There's a thing between, like, all right, definitely, show love, condolences, all of that stuff, but like, y'all did that work. Homie that came in here and set up the cameras every time and the lighting and shit like that. Y'all did that work. Y'all came up with the ideas. Y'all pursued them. Y'all put in the legwork. Y'all put the money behind the branding. Even the logo. Or the drawing that dude did for my episode.
Right.
That came out y'all's pocket. And I didn't contribute to that. You know what I'm saying? All I did come over here and show love and
have a good conversation.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. I think that's where a lot of things get misconstrued, because it's like, and this doesn't just apply to Drake, but like, how much were you really involved in this process? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yeah, you might have came in here, tapped in on a few lines, maybe helped some bass on a song, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. But like, bro, you didn't sit, you wasn't with me on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I even people in my life, you got to put them in categories. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was homeless in my car, and I had to live in one of my boys' laundry rooms, like, where the fuck were y'all?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? True. Like, it's easy to help me develop shit when I've already had a song that's on the radio, or 5 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or this and this is happening for me. Of course you want to be involved in that. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for your contribution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like, how, like, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was thinking. I was about to say myself.
Yeah. And that, I think that's a thing that people feel entitled to, because like, oh, I helped you with this and that. Like, okay, help me do it again then. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just that was your contribution, and that's where it's placed. Boom, it's placed right here, and that's it.
But I mean, music's a collaborative thing, right?
That's a big point for me. But yeah, go ahead.
So I don't see the problem with people offering advice or saying, "Hey, take that like hi-hat out, or add a snare here, or don't say this line, say this line, or say it with this." Like, I don't see what the issue is.
But that's why pop songs have 57 people on the writing credits. The thing is, Ariana Grande is not going to tell you she's the only name on the writing credits. But that's my issue.
Here's my thing with that, though. Pop singers and rap are different. Rap is about bravado. Like, it's about ego.
But take it out for a second if it ain't real. That's my thing, too.
But Drake's not. Drake is in the hierarchy of dudes trying to go for the crown. He can't do that.
It's not even that. Quentin Miller had writing credits. He was getting a paycheck.
He was.
All you got to do is
a paycheck, but he won't get notoriety.
I mean, that's his fault, though.
Well, let's also look at it like this. Even the reference tracks, right? Did y'all hear them? The ones that got leaked about,
I heard. What was it?
I've only heard 2.
Yeah. That track is not a hit.
No, it's not a hit at all.
What is a hit is when Drake does it. So, you might have put some bars on there, might even wrote the whole shit. Say that it's nothing without me. Speaking from Drake's point of view, and that's actually the case. It is nothing if Drake doesn't hop on that track, because I went and did my due diligence. Like, oh shit, Quentin Miller did this. Well, shit, fuck, I gotta go listen to Quentin Miller right now. you don't get that vibe. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that vibe. And I don't think that's even something you could cultivate from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, maybe we'll build it, or, Like, he's got talent. There's no denying that. I mean, look what he did. You know what I'm saying? Look at the shit he did contribute on. But, like, it just got to be a realistic thing of, like, I'm not you, you're not me. I can do this over here. Let me do this. You do what you do and take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And it was definitely, at first, it was heartbreaking. I was definitely under the pretense that, like, every great rapper wrote their own shit. But, hip hop is the only form of music that hasn't assimilated to the group effort. And I think that's why in a lot of areas they lack in, and they get taken advantage of, and and they have the besides the Drakes and a couple other handful of artists, they don't have the longevity.
Yeah, you're right. And I think about hip hop in the mainstream and where it began, and I think about Sugar Hill Gang often.
Yeah.
So Rapper's Delight, nobody had ever thought about putting it on wax, like putting a rap song on wax ever.
Yeah.
As it was always, most of the time, impromptu, or like you wrote something the day before and like you like, I'm gonna go to a party and I'm gonna say this over a disco beat and everybody's gonna love it.
Yeah.
Right. Like you just knew it was a thing for you and your homies.
Yeah.
And so when they decided to finally market it and sell it,
monetize it.
They finally put $1 on it. And then they got people that they weren't necessarily the most popular. They weren't necessarily the most poppin'. They want other people looking for at the parties. And some of those people showed up with somebody else's pre-written verse that they brought to like party like 2 weeks ago. They was like, oh yeah, I remember him saying this. I wrote it down while he was saying it. Let's go ahead and record it. Right. So like we started off mainstream hip hop with stolen bars.
Yeah.
And I think about that often because I go, you know what? But that's the world's experience. That's a lot of people's first experience with hip hop is stolen bars, and it set a weird precedent later to not give proper credit. And some I said when I complained about some Gen Z issues where they don't know where things come from, so the first time they hear it, they assume that's the first time it's ever been done. Is the same issue I've noticed with people who have no experience with hip hop, and their first experience with hip hop is Drake.
Yeah.
Is they assume everything he's ever done was him doing it first. And even if Drake would have come out later and say, I'm paying homage to this person and give that person's name, right, that'd be a different story. But he just allows them to continue thinking that. But he knows that they're thinking that.
I mean, but how many... I'm trying to think of how many rappers...
Well, Drake even said, it's not about who did it first, it's about who did it best.
Yeah.
And then we can go back down to Picasso and artists. The greatest art is stolen.
Yeah,
all of it.
I mean,
great artists borrow, good artists steal. No, was it good artists borrow, great artists steal?
Yeah. I mean that's and I'm not sitting here making accusations, but it's just like whatever he's doing, just fucking keep doing it, bro. I think that was the biggest revelation from the Pusha T battle, or not the Pusha T battle, the Meek Mill battle, was like, I think everybody thought they cared. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was it was something that's gonna just devastate the world, and everybody was like, well, the product's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
it definitely put in perspective how many people honestly cared about this scenario, and what happens, and then this is the same as all the people that was like, oh, he ended Meek's career, and I was just like, well, afterward he then had a #2 album and a #1 album, so I really don't think Meek's career was over.
He lost that battle though.
He lost the battle, but he did not lose the war, my man. He is still out here making
nobody's
money.
ever lost to Drake, really.
No, nobody's ever lost the battle, really.
Hold on.
Like a career has never.
No, there's careers that cannabis.
Cannabis too.
Cannabis is definitely true. Ja Rule, that is debatable just because he was going through so much legal shit in the background.
Also true.
Yeah, so that could be, but I would say he's definitely a good example. Like
he's in the category
because even to this day, nobody really respects him at like the way that he was respected. But Meek also took it took, though he had a good bounce back. Let's be realistic. His #1 song ever is with Nicki. And his #1 song off that #1 album, which actually propelled the album to where it was the song he did with Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even the album before that, the best song on that album, debatably, is Rico, and that's also Drake. I seen a dude cry on the internet because he heard Drake's verse. Like, he was just like, yo, this dude is too nice. Like, what the? This isn't fair. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then I put stake that Meek might have wrote it for him, and that's why Meek's so salty. I got a conspiracy theory, brother.
No, that was the when the Quentin Miller thing got discovered.
That is, but it was also over Nicki. Let's not even trip. Dudes don't argue about rap lyrics. We argue, but we do, but we don't.
I don't think Nicki and Drake actually had a thing.
No, it won't
no,
that.
No,
it won't
no,
even
no.
that.
Listen, that. It's the fact that
Drake had access to her.
Yeah,
and that bothered me.
I mean, yeah, but
that's enough.
And not just access. I think he had. Like, there was a moments where Nicki would play them against each other. Like, there was a moment that they like
she's toxic.
She was in the store and she was like, he couldn't, he didn't have the cash Drake, or something on him, and she goes, Drake wouldn't do this.
Exactly.
And, you know what I'm saying?
That's enough.
That's enough right there.
But also, do you not remember when Common and Drake was beefing over Serena?
Yeah, I do remember.
Exactly.
Most of this shit is over.
Same thing.
Most of males' beef is either over females and then money.
I mean, yeah,
maybe drugs,
which is essentially money.
It's just money. It flows out of money. My homeboy got stabbed. R.I.P. Justin. You know what I'm saying? Like so they said it was over a female, and it was crazy because it was over drug money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they said it was over a female, but nobody thought it was anything but the two. Like, nobody even, like, there was a rumor it was about a bike or something. It was like, nobody cares about that.
I can't name a beef that's really over anything else. Like I'm not talking about for everybody. Yes, I'm saying, like when I'm thinking about it, I go back, I'm like, yo, really, most of the beefs I've had have always been over money or, and then a third that I follow is pride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just not admit, that you're wrong. But those don't usually turn into, like, real beefs. That's just like, oh, we don't fuck with each other anymore. And you know what I'm saying?
Genghis Khan ended up taking over a large portion of the known world due to pride. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Dude,
he wanted to pull Genghis Khan out your back pocket.
Bro, because no, he wanted to fight one person, right? He wanted to square up with one person, but along the way,
people got in his way.
Yeah, they was like, yo, I heard you beefing with my homie. And he was just like, who are you? I don't even know you. Please stay out of my way. I just want to fight that one guy. And he was like,
Nah, you got to go through me.
Yeah, we gonna okay. He's like, all right, well, your kingdom's mine now. Okay, let's go on. Like, what's up? And then by the time he finally got to the person he wanted to fight, he was so massive. They was like, oh my God, why was y'all helping me? Because this won't real help. Right? And he would quickly realize it was a bad decision. But that was all over beef with pride, just straight pride. It wasn't because of
who has the biggest dick.
Nothing.
Who has the biggest dick?
He wrote a letter to one dude that was like, "Yo, what's up? You trying to chill later?" And the guy was like, "I don't know you like that." He was like, "Bro, why you gonna disrespect me like I ain't got a whole kingdom of my own?" And it was a rap. It's a rap after that.
That's it. Yeah. But Meek knew he could hurt Drake with that whole ghostwriter thing. That was the way to get
that backfired though.
It did backfire. It backfired. I as much as I love Meek, it did not have the effect he wanted, and I know it's because...
Well, part of it was he didn't follow up.
No, he didn't follow up.
I wouldn't. If I was Meek, I would have held on to that till I had the fire diss track, and then dropped it so I could follow up. He went on Funk Flex, dropped that weak ass freestyle, and you were competing. And then you got to think like back to back was playing in every fucking club. It was a hit. It was just like it was just too.
Made a hit diss record.
Now, see, and that's the thing, right? What I realized,
Billy Goat.
So that's been tried again, right? And it can't be replicated. So Nicki tried.
Ariana Grande did it, but
and look, we gonna talk about that.
I'm just saying, thank you. Next is a hit.
Hey, man. You know I love it. You know I love it.
Ariana Grande, yo, she's toxic. Yo, she told people she told dude to break up with his girl because she was bored. Yeah, I thought that was so gangster, bro. I thought that was so gangster, yo.
So Lady Gaga's always been my favorite pop diva, but Genius. Ariana definitely number 2, bro.
Lady Gaga is why Nicki was able to do Barbie so well.
Yeah,
the monsters preceded the Barbies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts. And I even all right. So, oh no, I forgot why I was harping on something right before that.
Pride.
You distracted me.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Ariana.
No,
Before that,
Genghis Khan.
Hit this record.
Hit this record? Yes. All right. So it can't. The reason I started trying to get replicated, right? So
you see me over here just spitting off shit like
no.
Is this
No, it's one.
We was gonna get it. We was
gonna get it in because it was related to Nicki. So all right. So when Nicki got sheathered, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then her response was she tried to make a hit song to go off of like, oh, well, this is more popular. This is on the radio. This is record sales. That means it's more fire. It wasn't more fire. It was so garbage. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, you tried to Drake her, but you didn't. It turned into a verb. I said, you tried to hit it with the back-to-back, and it didn't work out. Mm-hmm. And it's not successful. You can't do that no more. That was a one-time thing. And so then
it was a great moment.
It was.
Yeah.
And like
you can tell when somebody's trying to duplicate something and like force it as opposed to really being natural.
As a Meek Mill fan, when Back to Back came out, and I listened to it and I liked it. As much as I don't even like Drake, I say the songs he come out with it I like, and I'm like, oh, that is a good song. Yeah. And so it came out, I was like, oh no, that's a good song.
Is that a world tour or your girls tour? Because those are facts.
The flows were nice.
Not even that.
The delivery was so like spectacular.
People appreciate hyperlyrical rappers, right? We all appreciate it.
Yeah.
But we're not saying none of that shit in the club. We're not saying none of that shit in the car.
Yeah.
No.
Not word for word. We can say all that Drake stuff word for word.
It's so catchy.
That's what I'm saying.
And then so when
Dup play this shit back to back,
like start two-stepping with it,
and we did.
The Duppy freestyle came out, right?
I still think to this day that is a better rap diss track than Story About It.
No,
I do. Bar for bar, it was a better track. I think.
I don't know about that one.
Pusha's shock content obviously was more powerful. I'm not denying that, but like listen to it lyrically, bruh. That the flow was better. I mean, the fact that he put it on the original beat, the fact that we didn't really expect Drake to give that attention to somebody like Pusha.
That is true.
But
he got tired of Push messing with him.
Yeah. And I think Drake really thought, like in his mind, he was like, I got him finally.
I noticed,
but.
I noticed one thing about who Drake will come back at, right? He will come back at hood dudes who are friends of his friends because he knows he has information, right? What I said before, like he won't just come at regular hood dudes that he ain't connected to whatsoever. He won't touch them. It's exactly why Sauce Walker scared him. It's exactly why. Because all the people he knew in Houston, Sauce Walker scared them too.
Yeah, but
so
also it's like
no
but it's also like why, like honestly Sauce Walker's got a decent following, but it's like
it's probably all Texas based.
Yeah, but he's not even Meek. You know what I mean? He's not Meek, he's not Cudi, he's not Pusha, he's if anything, he's barely a industry rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a top 40 mixtape guy.
Yeah, exactly. It was like when Jake Paul tried to go straight for Conor McGregor after he beat up Nate Robinson. It's like, yo, you haven't earned enough stripes to even be in the ring with me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he might knock Conor out. Conor ain't really doing that well no more.
Well, I don't think Conor.
My guy too.
I don't think Conor's heart was in the last fight. Like you could tell there was just like even when the post something's wrong with him mentally. Like it's like you got to be a killer and he's not a killer anymore.
You got the money.
Yeah, he ain't hungry no more.
But you got to
fridge full.
But you also got to understand that like he's already taken L's before that. You know what I'm saying? So like Jake Paul beat up Nate Robinson in his first professional fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you haven't taken no real L to even talk about beating my ass. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do beat my ass, you know what I'm saying? Like. Get your weight up. Get your stripes up before you could even have a conversation about getting in this ring with me. I'm a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like I fought Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like I fought Khabib. I fought I've already held the title, and retained the title and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You haven't even been in the ring besides with Nate Robinson on a professional level.
Poor Nate.
Yeah, Logan Paul called Mayweather was one of the funniest things.
It was, but it was so disrespectful. But it was funny.
Mad disrespectful.
What did he say to him?
Oh, so he has Floyd Mayweather like written out on pieces of paper, right? And the L falls down while he's punching all the letters, and he says, "Oh, you don't need that L. You're gonna catch one when we fight anyway." And I was like, "Oh snap!" And it was so quick and so well put together. I couldn't tell if it was improv or like planned, but it was
good. It was good.
It's smooth.
No, they definitely have capitalized on the market of shit talking. They're good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, he even rented the plane that flew across the beach that said about Punk Connor. But it's like, bro, you still gotta get your weight up. Like, even if you fight Mayweather, you're gonna lose. Yeah. You know, you're not even in that type of level. But like, that's because Mayweather's a big boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing this shit for a paycheck. Like, even say if you even knock him out, that's not going to count to anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you're not fighting Mayweather in a real ring where it's you're an MGM and like this is his real title and a lot and shit. Like,
he don't have enough money for Mayweather.
He don't.
I can. As much
not many
money
people
as he has
do
for a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like, granted, he is one of the most
successful ever.
YouTube. Yeah, he got the pockets for YouTube.
Yeah.
He don't have Floyd.
I was about to say, I can't see like Steve Harvey and LeBron sitting in the front row for that like they did for the Conor fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, LeBron's not. I don't even think LeBron's going to that. Like, he might catch it on the internet later.
He might tweet about it.
I don't even think he's excited to see that. And
nobody is.
Yeah.
That's why I think they're even canceling the fight because it hasn't garnered enough attention.
No.
Like, because again, first off, Jake Paul is obviously the bigger of the two. So Logan is the one that wants to fight Mayweather. Am I correct?
Yeah.
No,
I don't care. Like, I don't even care if Jake Paul fights him. Let alone like I don't give a fuck if you fight him. Like, you're in the shadows of your brother, and he's not. He's in the shadows of like everybody that's actually boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? So like,
facts.
Get your weight up, man. That's it. Just earn your stripes.
I couldn't respect it.
Yeah, I couldn't. I
couldn't respect it. I thought it was a joke video for a while, and I was like, oh, Mayweather didn't even respond. Like, that's sad. He's all, you scared? And I'm like, Mayweather hasn't noticed you yet. It hadn't even gone viral enough for him to pay attention.
Even if
it hadn't come across his news feed yet.
Yeah. like Mike told Jake Paul, Conor's not scared of you. You just haven't made it worth his interest, man. Yeah. Bro. I just fought. Granted, he lost Khabib. I fought Khabib, the greatest fighter in the ring right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? And it's nothing. It's not a bad thing. Like, yo, we all have to earn our. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with you didn't know who I was. Somebody did. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't know who I was. But that's how you build. You continue to earn your stripes and work until you're recognized and you can be put in these positions. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's all about the reach you make.
Exactly.
All right. I'm gonna just move into this category because we got to get to it.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's get it.
Top 5.
Top 5 rappers?
Be more specific. Go ahead. Go ahead and say it. Get it all the way in.
Why you
get it all the way out?
Why are you so giddy about it?
Because I want to hear you say it.
Hey,
get
if
it
we
out.
jump across the table and hit me, you got my back.
I got you.
I'm not gonna hit nobody. I got you.
Catch you back.
So giddy. Top 5, man. What we gonna do? I'm gonna do regular rappers, and we're gonna do our white brothers.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
White rappers?
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. What do you say? Go ahead.
So which one you want to do first?
Oh, it don't matter, man. Whichever one you.
All right. So top 5 rappers ever: Wayne, Jay-Z, and this is not in order. They switch for me daily. Right. Wayne, Jay-Z, Kanye, Drake, Method Man.
Okay.
Yes. So that's my top 5, and they alternate. You know. Top 5. So and honestly, Wayne, Drake, Kanye, and Jay, they don't even need to be in the top 5 conversation anymore. They're on the Mount Rushmore. Yeah. You know,
we can make that case.
Yeah. So and then white rappers. Actually, I made a really funny joke about this the other day, or one time on social media. But I'm gonna be serious right now. I mean, Eminem, number 1. You know, he don't really need to be in the conversation. This dude named OG Illa. No, I'm joking.
No, put yourself in there.
Yeah,
man.
Go ahead, man. Speak your truth, bro.
Mac Miller.
Of course. Machine Gun Kelly.
No. And though I will say this though, he did beat Eminem in that battle.
Man.
If I say I agree,
Macklemore
everybody's gonna get mad at me.
No,
he ain't in my top 5 white rappers.
Macklemore's not in my top 1,000 rappers. Period.
He beat Kendrick for a Grammy.
Because he's white. Like literally, that's it, bro. He did. Yo, first off, take care.
I'm so happy to hear somebody white say it. I ain't gotta say it no more.
Bro. First off, that's when like everybody has like those glass shattering, bubble popping moments of like. things they believe in their life. Like, I wanted a Grammy so fucking bad. I was just like, this is the pinnacle of like getting, your music recognized. That's when I realized like that shit does not matter. Cause there's nothing in my soul or anybody I really believe that, maybe some people, but like there's no way in the world Good Kid, Mad City shouldn't have won that. And if that doesn't win it, then Nothing Was the Same should have won.
Yeah.
But that's politics. We see that all the time.
Yep.
Bernie Sanders should be president right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, not Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole bunch of instances where this is the case, where you got to play politics and you don't get what you want. But that shook my world, because I was like, I knew Kendrick was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? I just knew it. But bruh, top 5. I mean, I'm being dead serious. Like M, Mac, and me. I don't really listen to other white rappers. Paul Wall could be an honorable mention.
Wow, honorable mention to Paul Wall.
Bubba Sparks, you know what I'm saying? What about, like honorable mention. What
about what's his name? NF. I think I'm saying that right.
Who's my bad.
He's amazing,
I'm tripping too.
He's amazing.
LP.
Yeah.
LP from Run the Jewels. I'm tripping.
I was about to say, man.
LP definitely deserves to be in that top 5 conversation. But really, bro, I can't give too many other things, because I think one thing that I don't like about white rappers is that they sound white. And let me clarify that, because I don't think you can really sound the color, but like, or race, but like, I'm not into the super technical, like, gotta rap fast, you know what I'm saying, type shit. And I hate a lot of times when white rappers get on, they automatically go to like being a rock star. You know what I'm saying? I hate that transition a lot. It happens a lot. They get on, because even with Asher Roth, he had a very promising career at the beginning as a lyricist, and then first single he goes out, he puts out College, or whatever that song is.
R.I.P. his career.
Yeah, and then he fell off. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a lot of white rappers with swag, and or even, let's take it a step further, soul. That's why Mac is so special, and I think a lot of the culture loves him, is because you could actually feel soul in Mac's music, as opposed to like somebody like Machine Gun Kelly, where obviously he's very good, he's talented, but I don't feel soul in his shit.
He's pretty bland.
Yeah, G-Eazy, the corniest dude on the planet.
Yo, agreed. Yeah,
he's so corny.
Yeah, you all right?
No.
Jeezy's a culture vulture. Jeezy's a culture vulture, bro.
So at least I will listen to Drake songs, right?
Yeah.
I cannot sit through a G-Eazy joint, bro, at
his verse is always the weakest. What he does is he literally is a vulture. He goes and he gets a hot person, Yo Money, Cardi, ASAP, makes gets it fire, the best production on the planet.
He's in French Montana had no personality.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't disrespect French.
French Montana.
No, I was about to say no. French Montana had a good run, but there was a point where he just started riding off waves.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Don't just he's dope.
He
got one hit song without a feature.
Yeah.
Well, all right, fine. He has songs that I enjoy that don't have any features on them.
Yeah. His mixtape run was fire. Yeah, I give him that.
But anyway,
let Halsey carry you.
Little Dicky, we forget about Little Dicky. Little Dicky can actually rap.
I love Little Dicky.
Little Dicky has flow, but again, he goes into that corny rap to me.
He does.
Like, I don't feel soul in his music.
But he's aware. He's self-aware.
Yeah. I'll give it to him too. He knows that he's a joke rapper.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't coming from anywhere personal, right?
Yeah.
You don't know him personally, do you?
I have met him one time in L.A., but it was nothing more, than a brief encounter.
See, bro, I thought you would have met him in Richmond. That's
bad. Crazy. Yeah, no, it was actually my first day out in L.A. I met him.
Wow.
Yeah. But no, I mean, and there's no disrespect. Like, do I think he's funny as shit? Yeah. Do I think that he's owned up like to who he is? Yeah, but when I think about like the amount of effort and soul people really put into music, do I think he deserves to be in conversations like that? Nah.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's corny to me. And even with the show, I like the show and stuff, but like how many? Like, there's only so many conversations and jokes about dicks that I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just being honest. Like,
we should limit.
Yeah, like, bro, everything should not, like, yeah, I get your name is Lil Dicky, and you know, maybe he does have an incredibly small penis or whatever, you know, but like, I just don't care that much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's not, you know, I love immature fucking humor. I'm immature as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, be immature about something else. Maybe throw some pussy jokes in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, I just
variety.
Yeah.
Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, you know, and don't get me wrong, I'm probably overlooking some white rappers that I haven't heard. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about MC Search? Because he's in my top 5 for white rappers.
I just don't think the longevity is there but I don't think he's bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's, if somebody was like, yo, he's in my top 5, you know, I'm like, I'm not going to disrespect him like if somebody was like, G-Eazy's in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because I know mad people just bar G-Eazy the fuck up.
Search came too early. He came too early, man. Everyone was confused by white people in hip hop at that early.
The Beastie Boys, all of that. Yes,
see, I don't put Beastie Boys in that category too, because they're one, there's a group, and then two, it's like
there's a whole group.
Yeah, and it's also like they really tapped in. They were, even though they were the pioneers, they had that super rock influence.
Yeah.
And they blurred the lines a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like of what's rap and what's rock and shit
punk
like
band first.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But they're goats. Don't get me wrong. I would never disrespect them.
Post Malone.
He said himself he's not a rap artist because he's a rock star, which is exactly what Ella complained about. And I knew when he said it, I wanted to say Post Malone out loud, but I was like, I don't know if he got anything about to go with Post Malone.
Yeah, I don't think he's a rapper, first off. I just think that nobody knew where to categorize his music, so they just automatically threw him there because White Iverson was like a rap song.
Yeah. But he's singing.
I get it. That's what I'm saying.
He's singing on the auto-tune.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a sing-songy rap song.
It is.
That's where Drake and Kanye, when Kanye released 808 Heartbreaks, you know, Drake's career, it's like they're where, and this is either to the detriment of hip hop or to the benefit right now, because like there's no subgenres. Like where rock, you have classic rock, punk rock, metal, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Rap is not. There's no set stuff. Now they're getting there where it's like, you know, you got trap rap, you got
drill music,
drill.
UK drill.
It's getting there, but it's not there where there's no trap rap station.
That's
never going to be a
that's all internalized by the consumer.
Yeah.
So officially on like billboards or record labels or how they put your music in Spotify, any of that, right? There is no breakdown. So sometimes you'll see hip hop and you'll see rap separately, right?
Right.
Which is to understand of, okay, so hip-hop is literally just like there's any singing involved at all, and rap is like there's no singing whatsoever, but then the line gets blurred because if you have singing in a hook, where does that count, right?
Right.
And then, but then there's documentaries and like Vice is trying to do, like, so everybody's trying to like declare subgenres, like they're even talking about like X and like that whole wave that came out of Florida independently that was inspired by Oliver McConan, by the way. I want to mention that because they said it themselves.
Yeah.
X said it himself. It was grunge rap is what they called it, right? Yeah. And then the world knows it as the emergence of SoundCloud rappers, like they haven't always existed.
Yeah.
But it got called grunge rap specifically because it was post-punk, just like grunge was, right? So the immediate counterculture and then like a subset of counterculture, but it's just literally more of the way hip-hop is following the same patterns that rock once followed, just like how at one point, if you listen to rock music, they thought you were a criminal and like your parents weren't allowed in the house, right. And then rap was the same way for a while. Then it hit the mainstream, and for a long time, rock was top 40. Now hip-hop's top 40, and
it's the same record companies running this stuff. So
it is, and it's weird because the transition happened in our lifetime, and you could see it. To the point where a Demi Lovato said, I don't want to work with a rap artist. That's not my sound. I don't like it. Right?
Right.
To then going, Wiz Khalifa, please make a song with me, because she quickly realized that her brand of music was no longer top 40. But hip hop was top 40.
She's
and
known for saying
like
some dumbass shit too, though.
It messed her up. That pretty much stifled her career more so than her going to rehab. Like that frustrated me. Like she came out of rehab and was like, "Yo, I'm going platinum," and then they were like, "Yo, didn't we hear you didn't want to work with a rap artist, but now you begging Wiz for a song, and he did it for you, and like." Did you respect him after that? And then it was like, we don't even want to hear your answer. You canceled.
She also said she was going to make a song to end racism. So
you gotta have some balls to say some shit like that.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. This song gonna be so good. I'm gonna just stop hating people.
Yo, Kendall Jenner couldn't do it with a Pepsi. You can't do it with a song, baby.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't do it, bro.
Yeah. If Pepsi doesn't solve it, then I don't know what's gonna solve the white supremacy. If it ain't Pepsi.
I want to get in my Herbsurdity question.
Let's go.
Because
is it 2 parts, 1 part?
It's always 2 parts,
we
baby.
never get to the second part.
So we got to it twice, I think.
Out of like 18 episodes. Okay.
So the first part, right?
Yeah.
First part. If you could work with any one artist, right, dead or alive, in all of history, not necessarily music, not necessarily vocals, like it could be a violinist, it could be literally somebody do your album art, I don't care.
Yeah.
But that one person, who is it?
Whitney Houston.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Why? Is that the second question?
No.
Why Whitney?
Yeah, but you can ask why.
Whitney, to me, is the best artist that's ever existed. Like, I put her, like obviously Michael's reach was greater, but to me, what resonates with me the most is Whitney's music. Like, I listen to her, and like, normally when people ask you, like, your top 10 albums or you can't put compilations. I'll be damned if I don't put Whitney Houston's compilation album on there. Like, when you just, like that's my favorite album ever. I don't know, man. It's just something about her voice that just always, like, because my mom, she was young when she had me. She was in her 20s. So, we're talking late 80s, early 90s. I'm coming up, and that's all that she's playing. You know what I'm saying? Whitney, Mike, and then, Usher, and Tim McGraw.
That's all that's on TV.
Yeah, bro. She, so early on, it's always just, she's epitome of what, like, I think soul is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you hear, like, Exhale, or, you can even go more mainstream with, like, I'll Always Love You. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
when they put Whitney on at the cookout, it's later in the night. Everybody done had a couple beers,
yep.
And your aunties is all like around a table together.
Yeah,
like they eyes all closed, singing along. Like that's that moment. Yeah. It is. That's what Whitney did, and I definitely remember the moments of watching my cousins specifically. Like all my big cousins around the table, and they kids over here playing. They get out the way because they busy singing about.
Man.
When you listen to
about all their daddies, basically. That's what that was.
when you listen to, like, even like I Want to Dance with Somebody. Like, man, like how does she make a pop song with soul? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and I can't imagine, like, even go back a little bit further, like James Brown. Like, imagine being there while that shit was hot. Oh my crazy. God, bro! Imagine doing crack and walking into a club in the '80s and listening to I Want to Dance with Somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I would have been lit. I would have loved that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have loved to do acid or coke and go listen to James Brown, bro. Like, I've never done coke or crack. I'm just letting you know. But like, I would have made exceptions. I would have made exceptions, yo.
Yeah, you probably could understand all his ad-libs. James Brown ad-libs make no sense.
Yeah.
Hey.
You like, all right, cool.
Well, if you don't have James Brown, then you don't got Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Max.
Yeah, man. Sure. But artist wise, I would work with Whitney. I would love to work with Usher too, but Whitney would be my first choice for sure.
Confessions changed my life.
No, the video changed my life.
Yeah, that's
man.
Yeah. They were making stuffed animals with the song on there, like you press them and they play the song. I never forget that because I was just like, Little John really out here doing something now.
Bro, he was special, bro. He was special, bro. Yeah, he was really special. For me, the best song ever is Nice and Slow. So that's always been my my go-to when it comes to when I think of Usher. I think that's the best song that's ever been created. Just cause I don't see what can be argued about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you're right. That's a good song.
The guitar riff in there, that dum like, oh my God, like, bro, come on, like, shit is. I didn't even know what pussy was, but I felt like I did. I never forget. I was in 3rd grade, Miss Taylor's class, and I would do this was one thing my sister hated about me back in the day. I'll have like these concerts in my living room. I'd put this little stool and I stand on stool and I sing like Usher and Whitney and like Will Smith. I was huge into Will Smith at the time. And I was singing You Make Me Wanna by Usher. Yeah. And I fell off. The stool was maybe like this big, you know what I'm saying? And I fell on my chest. So I had this big ass like gash,
oh man,
you know, like fucked up shit on my chest, and I'll never forget that because I was like in it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Then I was out, like. But yeah, that was, Usher is definitely like that type of artist to me. So like My Way, that album, and then 8701, and then obviously Confessions. Those are fucking amazing.
Now the second part, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get into it because I don't want to go on a weird bathroom break, but I'm getting there and I gotta ask before I go.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't got that much time left in the show.
Oh, I can make it.
All
right. So one artist, dead or alive, right? They call you for a collaboration. Mm-hmm. They say, "Yo, I need OG Ella on this track right now," right? Or like I said, it can be anything. It said, "Man, I want to do your next album cover. I want to play the next instrumental for your next beat. Like, I want to take your pictures for your promotions. I don't care who it is, right? Yeah. But just so you can say no, thank you. I'm not working with you. Or I'm too good for you. Like I want to know the one person that if they begged him for it, right? So no matter how famous they are, right? It could be $1 million deal on the table,
and he's like, to make this man burn bridges.
No, because I said dead or alive. It could be somebody dead. It don't even matter.
That's a good.
Let me see.
Everybody got somebody that they won't rock with. It could be somebody he already burned that bridge with. It don't matter. That's I ain't answering for him.
That's fair. I'm just saying.
Let me think. Real quick.
Not to.
You know what? Honestly, Birdman.
That's a bridge you can burn.
Yeah. and it's because you see Wayne's true loyalty through like the whole, growth of Cash Money
since he was 10,
and the fact that you could even have a situation where you don't give that man everything he asked for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That and then you look at the history of him not paying producers, him not paying such and such, and him ripping this person off. Yeah, I'm good on it. If that makes it so I don't get in the industry, fuck it. I'd rather not. I'm not trying to get raped.
Yeah, you know I was gonna say, bro. Honestly, I don't. At this point in time in life, you'd probably be better off with that answer than saying you would work with him at this point. Because at this point, I don't think Drake, Nicki, Wayne want to work with the man.
Who's the last person Cash Money signed that we know about?
Blueface.
No.
Yeah. Blueface is Cash Money West, which is managed by games manager Whack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Have you heard anything from him since?
No, but I didn't listen to Blueface to begin with.
I did. I haven't.
He raps. Wait, like I don't mind rapping off beat, but it's like not fun.
So,
like if it's gonna if you're gonna rap off beat, like sound chaotic. Like, he's trying to sound like kind of. I mean, cool
young boy is successful under. I think he's on the Rich Gang label. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, he's from what appears to be super successful. He's signed to Birdman too.
I mean, we know about him.
Well. See, that's the
He's
thing.
the #1 streamed artist on YouTube for like the last 3 years.
Wow.
It's
there you go.
It's one thing to be signed directly under Birdman and another to be signed to someone else who's then signed under Birdman, I noticed. So like
Jay Prince protected Drake.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a little
But Jay Prince is different. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a boss for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He
definitely got a long reach.
Yeah.
That's why I talked about his so I got this weird theory, right?
Yeah. It's not even that weird. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So me and another guy named High Rod, we came up with this concept, this tree map or something. I don't even know what you would call it, but it's literally like we split up
rap or hip hop.
Yeah, we split up the whole industry into 2 factions.
3.
Okay.
I thought it was 3. I thought it was Jay, Dr. Dre, and Jay Prince.
I can't remember if we put Jay Prince underneath somebody's faction or not. I think we did.
No, how though?
No. It might have been separate. You're right. It might have.
I thought it was 3.
No, I think it was 3. Yeah. So yeah, that was the 3 factions.
Yeah.
And we split up all of the United States of America into those 3 factions, and like how everybody inevitably will be connected, and then we can even plan out what big names would be collaborating with one another and what it would take to do it. And if these 2 names were to collaborate, then you have to have these 2 collaborate to make up for the gift of this.
Yeah.
Or like if 2 people beef, like it has to go away because it directly conflicts with the dynamic of the situation.
Yeah, mafia families, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like you can contain your beef within one another. Like you can beef with your own faction, but you cannot beef with a separate faction. The top dog will shut it down. Yeah.
So I hate to go back to Drake, but that song Mob Ties has a lot of truth to it. If you go to LA, every fucking block in LA is owned by somebody. Yeah. And in Hollywood, it's owned by the mob, like the actual mob. So I'm not saying that he's part of the actual mob. I'm just saying that there's probably a lot of truth to what you're saying, man. Like, you know, these people get their hands into, you know, something, and then, you know, it's like even IG. Like, you can't make money on IG without spending money with IG. There's big dogs on the block. And, you know, anything you're going to get on this block, you got to break off something here. You know what I'm saying?
What's that shit that Trick got in Detroit? What's it called? Oh, my God.
You talking about his whole little Detroit music faction?
No, when you go to Detroit and you're an artist, you gotta
check in.
You gotta check in.
Yeah. Check in, man.
Yeah. It's like that, though. Because it's like, it's not even, you want to check in, too. Because this is why you want to check in. Somebody like that, Trick, Jay Prince, you know, whoever in LA, that's for your safety as much as it is for their, you know, pride or, you know, whatever, their reputation. Because, like, yo, you do not want to be out here in some of these cities unprotected. Yeah, right. Like they can make calls that will protect you and be like, hey, yo, he's going to be moving through here, shooting videos, da. He's good.
Right.
Make sure he's straight.
Don't rob him. Don't steal his equipment. Let him finish.
Let him do what he's doing. And, you know, that's one thing that's, you know, 6ix9ine was really disrespectful about, and a lot of people weren't trying to really check them. They were like, all right, bro, you know, you're going to be making money out here, da. Respect what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be shooting a video and there might be some work being done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's conflicting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That could fuck us up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I think about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these prideful people like, I ain't going to check in with people, da. I mean, you do it anyway. Like, when you go somewhere, you got friends somewhere, you're like, hey, yo, I'm here. What's the hot spots? What's going on? Where should I stay away from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where can I get weed? You know what I'm saying? Like these are real things, you know, and just the higher you get, it's the type of people, you know, and who, you know, you got to check in with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck if I'm out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing anything that's fucking up what they got going on, but, you know, somebody might.
I definitely respect that, because I mean, you from Richmond. I'm sure you heard the story before. Jay-Z got his chain snatched decades ago in the city of Richmond, and then he didn't come back to Richmond for decades.
And we fucked that up.
Yeah, we ruined it for ourselves, bro. So, like...
Right, he wasn't the only one. You know, the Hot Boys got robbed.
Yeah,
you know,
they didn't come back to Richmond.
Yo, that may be why they don't fuck with pushing them. I know it's a different city situation, but Virginia still.
Bro, like when I tell you Virginia don't know how to act, like, is this nobody... Virginia itself is so separate. There's like, is this 3 different parts of Virginia that really operate? Well, technically 4th, because when you go out west in Virginia, that's a whole nother group of people that don't wear shoes. That's a whole nother batch of folk that don't talk to none of these folk. And when they don't even come up in the memes and nothing, because half of them ain't got internet or phone. They just be out there.
They be in the mountains.
Yeah, they be out there shoeless and yelling. Like, that's it, bro. Like, I've gone out there. No, the parts of Virginia take you 5 hours to get to, where you almost in Tennessee.
For no reason.
Bro, and they do not understand what we got going on over here by the coast. They really disrespect us. Like, they be like, big city folk. And I'm like, what? You ever been to Petersburg?
When we were booking concerts and stuff, we couldn't get certain acts because there's no route here. So, like, what I mean by route is, like, in an indie route, we were running people to Richmond, Nova, and 757. Well, that's a sustainable route for somebody who's only packing 500 people in, right?
Right.
When you talking about somebody who's going to fill a stadium or like an arena or like even a Coliseum or something like that, you got Richmond Coliseum, you know, sort of. But they're really going. If they're really coming to Richmond though, they're going to 7-5. They're going to Virginia Beach, and they're going to pack out that, and they're not even going to go to Nova. They're going to go to DC.
Yeah,
because if you'll travel from Nova to DC. I mean, shit, you'll travel from Richmond. I traveled from Richmond to DC to go see Black. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a lack of market here too. And then like again, people are not taking that risk anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm a millionaire. What do I fucking look like going to Richmond and possibly getting killed? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and
mad disrespectful. In Richmond.
Yeah. It's just different out here. People don't even want to stay downtown. When I was booking artists, they all want to stay in Short Pump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to be safe, and then they'll come do the show, and then they'll go back out there. You know what I'm saying? Where they're protected. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing as a community we got to do better about, because, that's what, like you said, Jay didn't come back for fucking ever.
Yeah, man. It hurt. Like, I remember when I was in high school, so this is early 2000s, right? 50 Cent and G-Unit was supposed to come to the Richmond Coliseum, and people was like at school, like, yo, we got extra tickets, blah blah blah. Somebody got front row seats, we get this and that. I was like, all right, cool. Now this is when
G was on top of the game.
This is when like Wankster just came out. You know what
wow.
I'm saying? So like everybody wanted to see 50 before.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He just got his like 3 hits just came out. Like people weren't really rocking with G-Unit yet.
Yeah, the balloons were still fresh on 50.
But they're
like
interested
before the G-Unit sneakers came out.
Yeah.
So I heard 50. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to see that, right? I'm out here. I'm trying to get some money together. I ain't gonna talk about what I did to get it, but I was getting some money together, and I was making things happen so I could just go after school. Like I'm not even going to class. I'm worried about trying to figure out how to scrape together some funds, so I can hand to my homeboy so he can give me this extra ticket he got so I can go see 50. And then I couldn't make it, right? Like I was like, yo, I can't find a ride home afterward. And it was, I don't live in Richmond, you know what I'm saying? I lived in Petersburg. So I was like, all right, I can't go. And I was bummed out about it because I finally got the money together, and I'm like, I ain't gonna ride to even get to that. I'm not gonna walk to the Coliseum and then walk home afterward. Like I'm not walking, 25 miles. It's not happening. So and then so I hit him up later. I was like, yo, how's the show? He was like, man, we waited. 50 ain't come out until like 30 minutes until everything was supposed to be over. He did like 2 joints you could hear on the radio, and he left because he didn't want to stay in Richmond. So he literally showed up to hop off the bus, perform, hop back on the bus, and go to his next spot.
Yeah.
He did not want to stay. And I was just like, yo, Richmond ain't like that, right? And then because I'm from around here, I don't even think about it. But the same thing happened with I met Method Man one time, right? And I don't talk about it a lot because I met him for like 2 minutes. It wasn't like a big thing. But I was at the Marriott in Richmond.
Yeah.
He was just in the lobby. He was just chilling in the lobby. And we saw him, and he was about to get in an elevator, and me and 2 of my homeboys was like, yo, Method Man. And he was like, yo, what up? And then he just got on the elevator, and I was like, all right, that's what's up, bro.
But you can't really take necessarily take that risk, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable.
I have a story about Jim Jones that's similar. Jim Jones we booked him here, and it kind of looked staged, but he got his New York dudes on the stage. You know how Richmond is. I don't give a fuck where you from.
Yeah.
So
never.
And his New York dudes popping off on stage to an old head in Richmond. Had to be 40, but Jim Jones is an older guy, so he got a variety of fans, and the Richmond dudes snatched him off stage. Beat his ass in the crowd,
man.
Bro. Before you could look up, Jim Jones is gone. But you still focusing on the fight over here for like 2 seconds. You look up, Jim Jones is gone, and I don't mean like vacated the stage, went backstage in his car, and I went outside because I'm throwing the show. I'm like trying to see if he's all right. All I see is his van leaving. He was halfway through a song.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. I was sick to my stomach. I was pissed at him, but I understood. Because he wasn't a dick beforehand. He was personable and stuff like that. But damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he knows, like, yo, that could easily turn into a shooting, and then the bag's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, So yeah, and then like, you know, people like Ace Hood, I booked him, and he was the least personable person I've ever booked. Like, Lil B thanked me for booking him. Like,
that's
like,
very
Lil
B, though.
Lil B's
like
his attitude was so positive, so loving, so like appreciative. Whereas like Ace Hood, I couldn't even get a picture from him, and I paid him $4,000 to come out here to perform. You know, da da da. He didn't even want to take a picture. You know, given his attitude, da da da. I was just like,
where is he at now?
He was just recently on the recently on the Nori podcast complaining about why things aren't going well for him.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Yeah.
How you treat people and what happens to you afterwards is not related at all.
Yeah. That's because I can see the look in your eyes when you was just like, oh, I know exactly he ain't out here doing nothing. So I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him if somebody got something better to say about it.
I don't even like this like Ace Hood, but I'm just like,
the last time I heard a mixtape from Ace Hood was 3 years ago.
Yeah. If don't be an asshole is the moral of the story.
Yeah, and that's one thing I could definitely tell, like, trajectory is definitely how you treat people, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, asking for a picture, I don't think is a super crazy thing to do, so we could use to promote the club and event and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know that's the game for you, though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I got two things before we go. All right, time will run. All right. One, you're the first guest with a mask, so that's dope. Appreciate you.
Already.
We should probably do that at some point. I feel like if we don't have people in the studio.
It's fine.
You sure?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then second,
I'm in a mind, but I don't mind.
What we got to look forward to this coming year, man, 2021?
So I've been heavy into I started a content creation company called the OG Design. So we've been heavy working with that, working with different artists, helping them with rollouts for albums, you know, singles, projects, you know, working on like content creation, shooting podcasts, music videos. You know, I do graphic design already. So that's been like a big focus in my heart, because like, you know, I'm thinking about longevity. And like where I want to be in the future. You know, I'd love being a rapper. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's all I've done for 13 years now. You know, but I have so much more to offer. Right. And you know, I'm getting older. I'm about to have a son in April.
Congratulations.
You know, thank you. So I'm thinking about something that's gonna last for him too. You know what I'm saying? And how I can get my team paid and, you know, build us up and stuff like that. So that's been a big you know, thing on my mind. I just actually, before I came here, I just left the studio in Petersburg. Right, you know, probably like 10 minutes down the street, and I'm probably about to help them and all their artists kind of like build that brand and, you know, stuff like that. So that's been a big, you know, priority for me. So in fact, as soon as I leave here, I'm right back to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I got 3 projects that I've got done right now, slew of singles. You know what I'm saying? My next project coming out is called Elite. Okay. And I have a collab project with with Rod Skrilla called OG Skrilla. And we literally haven't told anybody that, so y'all get first on that. Yeah.
January 28th, 2021. Herbsurdity exclusive, baby.
So yeah, I'm really excited about that. We just got back the artwork, you know, or the photos for the artwork and stuff like that. So I'm really big on branding this year, man. Like, just really showing what I can do, improving it, you know what I'm saying? Right. And developing my name in more aspects than just being a rapper. Okay. For so long, I thought that everybody just got on podcasts or interviews like, don't call me a rapper. Yeah. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm a rapper. I rap. You know what I'm saying?
Uzi said it. I was like, all right, Uzi.
Yeah. yeah. And I hate that narrative, because it's like being a rapper is a bad thing. Like, we don't set all the fucking trends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, the biggest entrepreneurs in the world right now that everybody's trying to emulate isn't a rapper. Kanye, Drake, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I want to shake that narrative, but, you know, at the same time, I'm old enough now where I'm really branching out, and I'm a business owner. I'm a soon-to-be husband. I'm a father. You know, yeah, and I'm a son. You know, I'm a creator. You know, I'm a visionary. So I want to start, you know, diving into those paths as well, and really making my mark there as much as I did as a rapper.
He's about to say I'm my own inspiration.
I was hoping we was
inspired by me solely.
Just got him. If I could just got him there.
I think there's some strength in that, though. You have to be self-motivated, and to be self-motivated in this industry, you have to inspire yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and I think, you know, this often, and I'll stop ranting after this, but we all, you know, people look at like validation as a bad thing. But, like, you know, I need validation. Like, no, man, like, you really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of, you know, doing all of this great things and working so hard and then, like, never being able to say I deserve something for this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I don't mean it in like a selfish way, but it's like, bro, I put my life into this. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do, I put my heart, my soul, my mind, and more into it. So like, you know, I do want a little validation for that. You know, it doesn't have to be, oh, suck Illa's dick. You know what I'm saying? He's the greatest thing that ever came to this earth. But like, yo, you know, respect that I do work hard and that I'm unique. And you know, there's nobody even not cocky. There's never gonna be somebody like me again because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but yeah, I inspire the fuck out of myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, you know, so does everything else. You know, and that's where the greatest music comes from. Is like living life and having experiences and being inspired and then putting it into your work. So, yeah.
Now, before my sign off, I gotta get your permission.
Yeah.
So, is there a song you wanna play for the people? Anything you wanna put out
right now?
Yeah.
Shit. What song did I send you? I got so many, man.
I don't know.
Okay.
But all you had to say was yes, and then we had to never let them know that it was before. So now the curtain has been revealed. Everybody,
we can cut this out.
Whenever I ask,
I have a song called "Silver Coupe Remix" on the radio right now, featuring Nicholas F.
Amazing.
and Yes,
that is a pretty good song.
It's amazing song.
So, when I normally, except episode one, it was genuine because I didn't even tell I didn't even tell Mooch that we was gonna do it. He just really had something ready to go and like rap live on like air. It's crazy. Okay. But ever since then, if I get an artist on, I was like, yo, send me some before, we'll get it so we can put it in, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked permission on show so that people can see that there's a record of me asking permission.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't get to like.
They have video. Permission. I will not cease and desist or sue them.
Appreciate it.
After this interview, yes.
It's always a timestamp on the video with me shouting out a date too. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed that on purpose. Like
we here at 3:25 p.m. January 28th. It is a Thursday, and it did snow today.
It did.
It is facts.
You can't tell, but yeah.
But yeah, so that's good. So we're gonna take the track, and what we do is we just make it the outro for the episode, so that like people keep hearing it every time they look at the episode. They hear your song, and they want to go back. They go, boom, listen to the song again.
Yes, sir.
You send us any your social media links. We'll put that on with the episode.
Yeah.
And then we found out this wonderful, great thing that once we have it, like it connects us on YouTube. So that when people look for us, you pop up.
Fire.
When people look for you, like
y'all pop
up. It's dope. I didn't know it was going to do that, and I was hoping it worked out that way.
Cross promo.
But I love it. So that being said, I'm in the Roberto Bastos El Segundo. People call me Herb, and to my left,
just Alex.
This has been the Herbsurdity Podcast with Alex and Herb, and this has been OG Illa. Everybody, please check him out. His music is phenomenal.
Thank you, bro. It's that hooligan life.
Good willing and God bless.
You know, they tell you a whole bunch of things, you know what I'm saying? But people die every day, I think that's just like at the top of my priorities.
That
like,
boy is Benny Hanna.
I gotta understand like where I stand. Yeah. It's OG. It's that hooligan life. How you gonna tell me to stop when I'm not knowing me? Fuck around, throw a bag in the spot. Pull it off the lot, might pull up on your block, might pull up with the squad. Never know what we about. Put that gold up on my neck, then I bust it down with rock. Strip wetter than a yacht. Y'all ain't heard, got me chop, smoking pap, bumping wop. Me and prop, try to boat, hit the dot with a bitty titties out. Call her Diddy, she a bop. Hey, yeah. She a bop. The weed is prescription, the sheets is Egyptian. I'm with Bae and she bring out the mistress. Booty big, it's red at Insta and Pinterest. Toast to the good life, baby, what it look like?
Who you know? Pull up to the scene, take the scene with them. Tell it from the crease to the seams, nigga, yeah. You can smell the trees when I breeze, nigga, yeah. Big dog, no fleas, nigga, please, nigga, fuck is these niggas. Thought they was playing D, hit him with the flea flicker, bob your head and you weave to whatever he's spitting. That's a banger guarantee. Your last man was a nuisance, goof shit. You used to getting bullshit, body like a wave, tryna ride you like a